What's up, guys? I decided to throw out another quick video, more of an update. This thing is definitely coming along. If you kind of, I have to walk out of the shop so you can get a good full view of that front. It's been a lot of metal work. I'm definitely so tired of doing metal work. But being it's a custom build, I'm doing repairs to this old shell. Well, I guess I'm in for this intro. Let me just go ahead and start laying down everything I've gotten done this week. If you notice, the front fenders are actually fully bolted on. I had to cut part of that 2x4 box tubing that I ran down the side to eliminate the heater channel. I had to come in right here at this corner and kind of angle cut it to match the lower contours. Fiberglass fenders are definitely on. I met this cool dude today. I bought some parts off of him, and I'm gonna point everything out as I go along. One of them is this front, I call it a trunk. I guess it's called a frunk. It's also, I don't know, I call it a hood too. So just take your pick which VW terminology you want to go with. Picking that up from him made this front look badass. Like, I just love now that it's not just a gaping hole, revealing the 4-cylinder motor behind it. I would try to lift it, but I don't have hinges yet. He's going to try to look in his stash. If not, I'm going to look on the internet trying to find me some hinges for this thing. But as I step back, you can kind of get an idea of what this thing, what it's starting to look like. And if you notice up there too, I got the light bar put on, not wired up or nothing. Made identical brackets, kind of drilled in some speed holes. It's welded right to the drip rail, so that's a permanent mount. I used my 12-volt battery and lit this thing up. It is damn bright. Here in the shop, I could light it up across the street into the creek, like without even trying. So this thing's going to be definitely an advantage to have this thing for out nightly trail riding. Let's see. Real quick, while we're on the outside of the body, also picked up this, I'm going to say this is 6970 and older rear. I can tell that, I think maybe it was in 73 they started doing the 4 sets of these. This only has 2, so this is, I want to say around 6970, because as the years progressed, they were smooth, then went to 2 sets of holes, then 4. The first one was like 1300, 1200 cc. So I know this is somewhere around a 13 to 1500 cc car. I might have to modify the stock hinges because this is made for earlier, and this is a later model. This shell is a 74. Last on goodies that I've picked up this week, I've got a rear window, side glass. I just messaged the guy, asked him. This one is for an early model. The other one's for a late model. I got to see if he'll swap me out the one glass, because you can tell it's a lot smaller. No biggie. I mean, for what he sold them to me for, I'm thankful. Now, this is what the hell I'm tired of: welding, cutting, and fabricating. Needed door panels. I had one card. It's that fiberboard with the fake leather. I used it to make a template. Sheet metal screws. Perfect. When I paint the body, I'll take the little pull handle off, shoot the inside. I do need to come up with one more of these. I figured that's perfect, and some window cranks. If you look also, the dash, I've completely, I don't think I showed this in the last video, completely blanked it out. Right here, you would have had, I believe, a switch on each side. I remember there was something on each side in a ashtray. Well, the guy, whoever got the shell from, he had boogered all that up. So what I'm thinking is ignition switch, choke cable, maybe headlights. We'll do that right there. If I am going to put this thing on the road, I can always just put a GPS speedometer like I did in the Hot Rod Astro van. We got the other side done, and of course I couldn't let it be without making some rear ones. Let's see, you can kind of see all that. Well, now we get down here. This was just an empty void. The battery box, or underneath the back seat, the battery would have been right in that general area. So since I had so much of this sheet metal laying around, went ahead and just cut a piece, self-tapped, screw it in. I'll come back in if I want to, which I don't think is going to be needed, but I can seam seal it in. And I'm not sure what this car had in it, or not this particular one, but this body. It looked like he might have had a radiator inside here at one time. So maybe he was running the Subaru EJ20T. Maybe he was running 2JZ. He was running something that it looked like there would have been vent tubes or something. So I came in, put another piece of sheet metal in, and I'm coming in either with one more piece or a piece of angle iron to close that gap up. But this thing's getting close enough as I work on it. Once she's ready for paint, quick body work, we're not doing nothing fabulous here. This thing's just an off-road buggy. Yeah, don't pay attention to that. I got to do some fiberglass repair on the rears. I think I figured out why there's a wedge cut out. It wasn't cut out for the back. I believe that would go here, and these things would come out wide and taper up. But I do like them installed like this. I kind of like the wide rear. If I do any more business with this guy, he seems so cool, I might just buy some stock VW taillights and mount them up to these fiberglass fenders. So we got all the glass. All the glass is here. I need seals for these back two and this. So once it's painted, that goes in. Still got, I might just get with him for a windshield. He said he can order some. So besides the windshield and with some wiper mechanism, things be almost completely street legal if I wanted it to. But right now, as I step out of the shop, look at that. I think that looks badass to have. This thing, I don't know, in my phone, it's so big it won't even fit in the screen. But this is it. This is what's coming along. I appreciate you guys checking that out. Like I told this gentleman, I don't give a damn about the condition of this. I'll try to clean this up. If I have to, weld some metal in, throw some putty. It ain't got to be perfect, because this thing is nowhere near perfect. That body's so damn rotten. I've cut a lot of metal out and patched. It just got to look good. Why? It's a VW thing. It ain't no Jeep thing on this sucker. Yeah, this looks kind of funny, because most of these, they would have cut them right here, shorten the nose and Baha'd them, but I wanted all the room. Something I did, it's not nowhere near finished. I cut some of the thick plate out. I got to clean up the areas, bolt it in. I'm going to mount a winch right here, and on the inside, I'm going to actually mount my battery down low. So that way I can have everything protected. We still got we got to make a rear bumper for this thing. Let's see, walk back here real quick. This is where the Jeep frame stopped. What I'm going to do is come in here, cut these welds out, snip them, get rid of this, and then I should have some metal to, I think my 1x3 stock box tubing will fit in here. What I'll do is make bumper extensions about to right here, and a buddy of mine's got a piece of this type pipe. We're just going to make one big ass rear bumper for it. Put some, I'll show you on the front. We're going to add a spot for D-rings, because in case you can't winch yourself out or whatever, kind of like this. These were set up for a homemade tow bar. What I'm going to do is take the plasma cutter, cut these holes out bigger, and just have big old D-rings hanging. I'm going to do the same for the rear. Well, this is it. This is Franken Beetle. So far, this is what I've gotten done. More and more, this thing actually looks like a Volkswagen Beetle on steroids. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all watching, subscribing. Leave me a comment. I love to interact with everybody. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate every last one of you watching. Hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate it. Thank you.